Well, hello everybody. Welcome back. Oh Lord, I felt a little rushed putting this together. I'm gonna do the best I can here. Yeah, I feel like I need to give some explanations to a couple of things that I believe are very critical as we move forward into the new world, the Corona age. Um, I'm not sure where I want to start. I'm going to start with I have created a second Americans Notice of Liability with regards to your Corona. This is this is important for a number of reasons. Your freedom, your authority, for you to be a coroner, also for you to be a sheriff. So I made two simple amendments. I reduced some of the fonts and worked on the spacings and kept it a one-page document. So here's the two things that I've added. So the original Americans Notice of Liability, the one-pager, right after administering a free man is repugnant to his freedom, liberty, happiness, privacy, security, and life, is where you'll find the two new the two new sections within. So here we go. Excuse me. Yeah, fix these pipes. All right, here we go. Furthermore, no power in /of/by any /all means no matter of fraud, fiction, deceit, trickery, magic, or spiritual has ownership of my Corona. I declare full autonomy, control, ownership, and authority of /in/by/with my Corona. Surrender it only to the true nature in /of/by/with/through the infinite creator. Now I'll go through that one more time and I'll just try and read it a little bit more simply, but that is how it is typed out there. Furthermore, no power in, of, by any or all means, no matter of fraud, fiction, deceit, trickery, magic, or spiritual, has ownership of my Corona. I declare full autonomy, control, ownership, and authority of, in, by, with my Corona. Surrender it only to the true nature in, of, by, with, through the infinite creator. So that's just that's making it read a little bit better. The first time I read it as punctual. The other statement I added to it is, and this is so you can be a coroner. So if you feel that you can stand on this and you can put your John Henry to it, you can create this to be your own. I declare and affirm that oh goodness, I got a typo in there. I'm gonna have to pull this down and change that. That's why these readings are good like this, because I can read this to myself 100 times. I read it to you once, just about any mistake in there will jump out at me. I declare and affirm that I possess the within ability and knowledge to discern life or death or both. Excuse me. I stuttered all over that. I declare and affirm that I possess the within ability and knowledge to discern life or death of both brain and body, as well the capability to check for beating heart, breath, and temperature of my fellow man. Now, if you can stand on that statement, I believe you possess the qualities to be a coroner. And a coroner can order the sheriff. A coroner can have an awful lot of power. And here in Michigan, we don't have any coroners, so we need them. That's right. The parasites took coroners right out of our government. So, speaking of our government, the de facto government, let's define that de facto word because it's being thrown around a lot, and a lot of people don't understand what that is. It's a couple of things. Number one, it's a fiction. Number two, it's a fraud. Number three, it is unlawful. All those fit in the definition. So the current government we have in America is unlawful. Democrats, definition of Democrat, Mark Christopher does a real good job of that. I wish I had it in my head. I wish I had a few segments pulled out of his talk today. That I wish I had more capabilities. Like if I had Zoom and screen share, I could do a lot more. But I'm just so limited. So I'm doing the best I can. I've experienced something pretty spectacular yesterday. Whatever it was. How do you talk about something you don't understand? It's like it was an attack that took me out, and then the good Lord lifted me up 3 times. So I'm here on my feet. And for whatever it is that whatever happened, I just can't explain it. And we got an ice storm going on. They're talking about power going out. So I'm just feeling a little rushed. I see I got one edit to make in that document. When I get done with this, I'm going to pull it down. I'll make that edit and I'll put it back up. All right. Now, we got to deal with the sheriffs all across this country. Now, some of the people that are a little bit in the know and have taken action have family members that are in law enforcement. That's correct. And I believe that a good number of them are going to want forgiveness, and they're going to want to give everything they can to the community until their last breath for all the harm, all the injustice, all the treasonous acts that they participated in. I believe that. Now, we got so much evil and so many parasites and so much wrong, and you can't just let it go. You can't say, oh, well, he was a nice guy as he trespassed on me and destroyed my life or my friend's life or my family's life. Nice has nothing to do with anything. I intend to see these parasites hang, face an execution through firing squad or guillotine or whatever it is that the grand jury decides, with love, very nicely. With love for my fellow man. With love for our creator. With love for the nature of things, the true nature of things. I don't care how nice somebody is. You don't know your job. To not know your job is a deceit. You put your hand up, you swear an oath to the Constitution, and then you just absolutely trespass all over it and us and take a paycheck for it. I think there's a lot of extremely dumbed down all across this nation, in every class, in every part of society. And it has been put upon us through these evil parasites for generations. The ones who started it are probably dead, unless they have the knowledge for longevity or other means of carrying on. I don't even want to go down those rabbit holes, and I'm not for now. The fact is, this has been a generational war, a spiritual war, where evil is dominated. But now we're in the Corona times. We're coming into the fruitful times. But we're going to go through hell. We are. Oh, it could just be a minute in hell. It could be a little bit longer. I don't know. A lot of people are going to have to wake up to a lot of things. Now, outside of the sheriff's issue, and outside of your Corona issue, and outside of the coroner issue, we got Nuremberg issues going on. And for some of these people, it ain't going to matter whatever decision the people might make about a sheriff who wants to come to Jesus, who wants to make amends, wants to be forgiven. If he's involved in Nuremberg, what are we going to do about it? That's international law, right? What I'm trying to do with this talk is talk about some things that are extremely important and simple to understand. Because I'm hearing a lot of just jibber jabber donkey talk, dumbed down, MK Ultra, can't process a thought, can't understand clear language when someone's speaking it to you. I'm just experiencing way too much of that. So we're going to do everything we can here to make this a constitutional kiss. Keep it stupidly simple. The stupid can understand it, the dumb down can own it. Just a little bit of critical thinking, and then taking some positive action and owning your authority. Now, the Americans Notice of Liability has been out there for months. It's had all the opportunity for scrutiny. It's had all the opportunity to say, that's a piece of junk, or this is wrong, that's wrong. Well, there ain't none of that. It's beautiful. Americans Notice of Liability. Make it your own, people. And then the most effective way to do it, to use its power, is with the de facto sheriffs. Now, here in Michigan, I've had the Kalkaska County Sheriff, Undersheriff, and Jail Sergeant in court because they wouldn't do their job, because they're way outside of their job. And I offered him a remedy. It's an easy remedy. It had to do with making me whole to a degree, a very small degree. I didn't ask for much. And it's all there to be read. It's on the services page. It's in that PDF 1 and 2, Camp Grayling Gretchen, which is all one file. And that's my court cases up to going to Camp Grayling. So Kalkaska County Sheriff's court cases are in there. And then we got Barry County. Constitutional Sheriff Darleaf, part of Sheriff Mack's posse, and his undersheriff, Jason Sixberry, agreed to charge treason in open court of record. There's no forgiveness for these men. They'll put the proof in their hands. Put the power in their hands. We got 3 garrison commanders over here at Camp Grayling. I understand one of them's a brigadier general. All agree to treason in open court of record. Our governor here in Michigan agrees to treason in open court of record. I believe the names are Drew Hirschfield and D. Christopher Evans. Respectfully, one's the head of the United States Patent and Trademark Office. The other one's the head of the DEA. In open court of record, they agree to charge of treason. Many others. We need law enforcement to bring them in, put them before a grand jury so that they can be sentenced. Now I got a court case facilitated on the remaining 81 sheriffs and undersheriffs, should they exist. There might be a couple of empty seats. I had a hard time. I think I got 1 or 2 undersheriffs not found. Other than that, 81 court cases facilitated in an open court of record to be served on 81 sheriffs. Now, this is operation. This isn't just going in and slapping up wanted posters on the wall. No, this is operation. And in this court case that I bring on as the executive emergency manager for Michigan, with the Constitutional Accountability Committee, and as one of the people, and as a prosecutor, I bring this case to every sheriff and undersheriff within the de facto government and offer them a remedy. Simple remedy. Report for duty. Send a text message to my phone with their name and their county. Every one of them will be asking for forgiveness. And every man is worthy of redemption. But you sit through that court process and you agree to charge of treason, well, then that's what you get, is charge of treason. The maximum law is harsh. Yet that is the law. And the lions are coming. Because the women and the children need to be safe. And by God, we're not going to take it anymore. With this, I declare and affirm, there's nothing going to stop this. All of you who want to naysay and want to nitpick and want to whine and want to tell me I don't know what I'm talking about, you can just shut up. Get out of the way. Just lead, follow, or get out of the way. The lions are gathering. And it's the world over. Mark Christopher with the Federal Postal Union, Federal Postal Court, is seeing to that. It ain't going to be kept a secret just because he's only telling 500 people the first time the process is going to get disseminated. Now you can see what's going on in Canada. If you're not following the mainstream media, the fake news, the fiction, if you're with the truthers, the truth broadcasters, you're getting that on social media. You get in places like this. The governments are collapsing all over the world. If you don't have a parallel government established, you have no government. And I did a talk here recently on social compact. What's all the fuss about? And what is available for research is very limited because of all the scrubbing, all the book burning, all the hiding of the knowledge. And I was very fortunate to be pulled into a resource of deep understanding and knowledge. You cannot have a government without a social compact. And our state's constitution say the government is formed in compact. And what hasn't been scrubbed will tell you that one of the things it'll tell you is that compact is a contract. And to a degree, that's true. But a compact, when it comes to international law, has some very significant issues that are important. And to have a parallel government, how can you have a nation without a government? And if you don't have a nation, how can you be party to international law? I have created a social compact through what I have done, unbeknownst to myself at the time. I believe this to be true. All of my knowledge and understanding to this point indicates that's true. Excuse me. Can it be formalized? Stronger, to a higher degree, to an international standard? Absolutely, it can. And so this is the path forward. And there is no time to waste. Now, American truckers, they need some direction. And if I was given that direction, I would be telling the American truckers, forget about DC. Number one, it's a foreign land. Number two, that's where the enemy resides. Why are you driving to a foreign land to protest the enemy? Is that a way to fight a war? Is that a way to fight a war? Come on. The power of the pen and the Federal Postal Court is your way forward. Dealing with this de facto government and establishing a parallel government ASAP is critical. We have no coroners in Michigan. None. None that I'm aware of. This de facto fiction eliminated our coroners. They eliminated our courts. They usurped our judicial and our legislative and executive. We got a Democrat, a fiction, bar card holding, treasonous rat, acting as sitting governor for Michigan. Acting as sitting governor. He's pled guilty to treason, open court of record. I know there's some lions want to take care of this. Another thing we're going to be dealing with is bounty and bounty hunters. They're needed. There was a place and time for them, and there certainly is now a place and time for them. We need law enforcement, and we need justice. Truckers need the Americans Notice of Liability at a minimum. Anybody that can stand on the Notice of Liability corner, you can stand on it. I would advise you to do that. And we'll get this done. Now I'm thinking from a strategic point of view, the very first two sheriff's departments that the Constitutional Accountability Committee should visit is Kalkaska County and Barry County, so that the remaining 81 sheriff's departments gets to see what's going to happen should they decide to be treasonous rats. And what will they see? They will see that in addition to the assembly join-up paperwork that goes on, gets displayed in the sheriff's department's lobby, in addition to the grand jury pool join-up, in addition to Gretchen Whitmer's court case and Gretchen Whitmer's wanted poster, they're going to see what Sheriff Darleaf and Jason Sixbury are going to see Well, Pat Whiteford and Under Sheriff Wagner and Jail Sergeant Leach are going to see here in Kalkaska County, and has wanted posters of them, wanted posters of them in their lobby, dead or alive. And these other 81 sheriffs will also witness notice being given to all the employees in that de facto sheriff's department, that unlawful sheriff's department, that fiction sheriff's department, that their sheriff and undersheriff, or sheriff, undersheriff, and jail sergeant, respectfully, have agreed to charge of treason in open court of record. And anyone giving aid and comfort to a treasonous rat is subject to their actions. And you're advised to vacate here by the end of the day or sooner. And for the moment, we'll just leave that sheriff and undersheriff and jail sergeant respectfully in their departments all by themselves. And they can crap their pants. Well, we're forming our assemblies and our grand jury pools. And I'm giving all the sheriffs expanded jurisdiction statewide. Well, sheriffs from surrounding counties can come in and take care of what needs to be taken care of wherever it is within the state. And we're going to have our sheriffs' backs. They need 100 deputies, they got them. They need 500, they got them. They need 10,000, whatever the number, they got them. They need the sheriff's departments from the rest of the state and all of their deputies. They got them. This is going to be a cooperative. A cooperative effort of survival. So I hope I'm making this clear. And I hope I'm keeping it simple enough. I could go into other points, but I don't want to convolute this simple message. Own your authority. Own your Corona. You can become a coroner. You can become a sheriff in the lawful. You might hear the word de jure. Lawful. De jure, lawful. Same thing. You might hear it said parallel government. Same thing. That's as simple as I can make it. All right, everybody. With that, glory be to God. Be good to each other. Facilitate that Americans Notice of Liability for yourself. Get the word out to the truckers. Consider owning your Corona. Consider, once you do that, you're eligible to be a coroner. With that comes a lot of power. You join in the parallel government, the lawful government. We establish this monetary system's crashed. The fiat system is done. How that's going to get handled is way beyond me. But things are happening, folks. So, American truckers, you see the support that the Canadian truckers get. You see the support that all the convoys around the world get. The people got your backs. You need to know the message, the mission, the winning way. Let's deal with your sheriff. Now you got Mark Christopher telling you. You got a man of authority and respect that the whole world's listening to. I'm telling you how to get a couple steps ahead. He hasn't told you yet. He told me because I'm smart enough to understand what he said. I've been putting the dots together for a long time. There's still a few missing pieces, but I think I've got most of that too. Our newspaper exists. It does. Our communication systems, communication method exists. So nothing's going to stop this. You either lead, you follow, or you just shut up and get the hell out of my way. And then reap the rewards and or suffer the consequences depending on which side you decide to take. You're either friend or foe. Whether you're sitting on the sideline or you're standing on the front line, you're friend or foe. If you're foe, we're coming for you. If you're friend and you're not leading and you're not following, just shut up and sit down and get out of the way. Stop all the jibber jabber, all the noise, and chasing all these rabbit holes. We don't want you to get hurt unintentionally. You got to be good. Everybody's got to be good because the law is harsh. Cause no harm. Defend yourself against evil. Crush evil, destroy evil, kill evil. Do it with love. All right, that's the message. I love y'all. We got good days coming. Blessings on y'all. Amen.